You know, we are in this together, these COVID days, and one of the ways that we find ourselves challenged, but also pushed to think very creatively is what our behavior and our expectations around gathering need to be as literally day in and day out new information unfolds. You've had a staff and a lay leadership team that has been firmly committed to staying educated and informed and prayerful about how the church makes a response to the health and safety needs that we are facing in these COVID days. We've tried about every couple months to be able to make a decision about how the next few months will look in our ministry and our mission and our programming and the ways we gather virtually that are responsive and responsible to the information that we are receiving in real time. I know you've been living in that space too, with decisions you've had to make about your work and childcare and education and how you're spending time with loved ones and working your life out virtually. So I know the congregation is highly supportive of the church as we're having these tough conversations. And today we want to let you know as a staff, after meeting with staff members and conferring with experts around epidemiology, as we've conferred with our executive lay leaders and program leaders of the church, we want to let you know what the decisions are to take us through summer of 2020 as a church. You know, one of the values that's been so important and has driven our conversations and decisions about how and if and when we will gather again in person is that we are very mindful that we are not driven ultimately by the economics of our culture. We are not driven ultimately by the pressure that we're receiving by many of us and even within ourselves out of quarantine fatigue to just get back. We instead are driven by values that are committed to the health and the welfare of all of our congregation, not just those who are no longer in vulnerable populations. So I hope that you'll hear these ideas and these decisions from our staff today as they represent the hard decisions and discernment we're making about how we stay well and healthy and connected as a congregation through this summer of 2020.
I miss seeing all of you. I miss hugging all of you. I miss just everything that is involved in church function. And I just hope that we can meet soon.
Okay, so I miss seeing everybody at church and all of the office staff and everybody in the building, all the sweet little children at the KDD classrooms, and then all of the people that come in during the day to come in and visit and say hi.
I miss making music with all of you. I miss all of the different ensembles and the different ways that we use music together to both glorify God, but also to enjoy the fact that music is something that we do as community. And I miss that community and that creativity that we can share together.
One of the things I've been sort of discovering while we've been in lockdown is I've really found a passion for editing and doing videography. I'm really excited to pursue that in school, and I'm really excited to be able to bring all the wonderful messages of service and all the hope that this community and this staff bring to other people, and I'm really excited to be able to bring that to others through video and editing.
One of the things that I have learned is that we really can do things in a different way, and it still can be exciting and fun. And so I've learned more about my bell choir people. I've learned more about the staff because of the way we've met differently. And I've learned that you really can teach old dogs new tricks. So it's been lots of fun.
Something that has been fun to discover through this time, it's been a tremendous gift to receive church at home. I've been able to sit with Shirley Heck and Jim Heck in their TV room with candles lit and hot coffee and sometimes a fire burning on the hearth if it was a cold and snowy day. And it's been really wonderful for Jim, who has a lot of trouble hearing, to fully engage in the service and hear and receive everything. And we just sing our hearts out and enjoy every moment of it. And we're so thankful for that gift.
What I've discovered since we're having to do things in a new way is I get to see during Zoom Sunday School all the kids' favorite toys and their animals and some of the things they've been telling me about for so long. They get to show me on Zoom Sunday School because we do show and tell every week. So I enjoy getting to see their spaces and the things that they want to show me from their homes.
So I've discovered that we have not just a lot of things to learn, right, about using technology and about how to stay connected, but how willing we can be to learn. There are ways that people are exploring new things that we never could have done if we weren't put into this difficult position. And I've just really admired how willing people have been to learn those new things. I've been trying to learn new things too. This is my celery plant that I just started growing, and it's already so big. And I think the more we can take this as an opportunity to learn, the better we're doing.
On our e-blast today and on our website and in a form that we will be sending out to those who don't have access to technology, we have put up a statement and a recommendation for how we proceed as a congregation with gatherings and with our virtual worship life and program life through the end of the summer in 2020, primarily through the end of August. These are the key ideas that we are recommending to the congregation, and they have been supported by the lay leadership of our church. The first is that we're going to continue virtual worship services through the end of August, and we will not be moving towards in-person gatherings of any size in our church building through the end of August. Our staff will have access to the building as they have, especially those whose jobs are building dependent, as they continue to maintain and improve and make sure that we have good sanitization of our space. But the remainder of our programs, including our vacation church school, our summer arts camps, our missions, and our outreach ministries, will continue to happen virtually. And we hope that you will grow in excitement and enthusiasm with us as we figure out new ways to reach our youth and our children and our adults and our vulnerable adults in new and important connection ministries this summer. We will not be having any small groups in our building with the exception of our staff. And if there would be a funeral or memorial service with people under 10, that we would be able to accommodate only for our church family at this time. We are in the process of thinking about how we might incorporate small groupings of our recovery groups for whom in-person work is vitally important to their recovery from addiction. But we will be making those decisions as we have more experience and understanding through the summertime. We hope that you appreciate and understand these firm commitments and that you read the document carefully, because in it outlines 8 core values that we are using to make critically important decisions for the health and the welfare, the access and the ministry of all of our congregation. We hope that you'll hold us all in prayer as we continue in this work, and we appreciate your support, your continued stewardship of the life of the church, your continued support of the staff, and the efforts you all are making to help us continue to remain committed and connected in our care, in our mission, and in all the ways that we extend Christ's love in the world.
We are continuing to stay closed because we want to protect all of our wonderful members. And I'm hoping that all of you will be okay with it. We're doing this for your safety. We are waiting for the time when we can get together with all of you and give you smooches and kisses and hugs and all that. But for now, please stay safe, and we love you all.
We are making some of these really hard decisions for this summer because we care so much about each and every one of you, and we want to make sure that we're making the decision even for the most vulnerable of our community. And we know that when we gather together, we want the opportunity to gather with the whole body of who we are as Arvada United Methodist Church. And so we'll keep watching what's happening and learning and trying to figure out the best ways for us to be healthy, safe, and connected.
Making the decisions on how we were going to approach our programming and services for the summer was very challenging. We had so many things to consider, including that we made decisions that kept all of our congregation and staff safe. But most importantly, as we looked at how we were going to be able to continue to bring our normal ministries and programming to our congregation and our community, we wanted to make sure that we could do it at the level that people expected from AUMC. There is a challenge with choosing whether we can come together and sing and speak together, as the science and the research is showing that it is dangerous for us to speak, to project our voices, to sing in groups of people, as it is easy to spread any germs or viruses that we might be carrying in those kinds of situations. In Germany, they have gone back to church, but they are banning any collective singing or speaking in church services. Singing and speaking together is such an important part of how we worship, how we experience community with one another, how we experience fellowship with one another. And so in order to dream of how worship might happen without collective singing, collective speaking, without saying the Lord's Prayer together or singing an opening hymn together, it felt like that wouldn't be worship. And so we had to make a difficult decision that in order to really allow worship to continue it in the way that we are used to, in the way that it feels like worship, it would be better to continue it in an online way, to creatively find ways to continue to engage all of you and to show as many of you in our worship services and our videos as possible. And so we look forward to continuing to have you sing for us, dance for us, speak and read scripture for us as we continue to find ways to be creative, to see how we can worship God distanced but safe, and making sure that we still can sing together, even if it is you all singing in your homes with some of us singing on video.
What I'm looking forward to this summer at AUMC is improving the irrigation system, making this place look immaculate when everybody comes back. The structure of the building will look the same, but when they step inside, they'll go, wow, what happened here?
I am so looking forward to the opportunity to experience Vacation Bible School and music camp and the creative ways that Melissa and Tim and this team is putting together. The creativity just astounds me, and I'm looking forward to that, as well as the ongoing development of our worship online in the anticipation of them coming back together at some time in the future. But in the meantime, the creativity is astounding, and I look forward to seeing how that evolves.
What am I looking forward to this summer? Well, I'm looking forward to virtual online Sunday school, which you can watch live, or you can watch recorded versions of them whenever you're ready to do that. And then all the things will be sent home so you can do all the projects. I'm looking forward to being creative with my summer obstacle course chalk drawings on the front, which are available every Wednesday, and just connecting with the kids in a different way.